Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome you all in this session. I hope everybody is doing great, feeling healthy and fine. Once again, welcome to our morning dose of PIB session. As you all know that every day morning we are doing our PIB session and every day we are bringing out some of the important information, some of the important government related initiatives that are going on with government and throughout the world. What are the government uh, uh, collaboration that is going throughout the world, what government is doing, which all the ministries are doing. So this is a very important session for all of you because PIB sessions is directly linked to the government related efforts. Okay, so since you are going to give the government examination, whether any of the regulatory body examinations, so the importance of this lecture are very high. Okay, so you have to keep on your toes regarding all these lecture, because if you are not even attending or you are not even participating in the session, then you are losing a big chunk of knowledge, and at the same time you are going to lose your marks in the final examination, because these are the lecture which are being scheduled every day. Okay, nobody is scheduling these lecture every day, only few people are doing like after 15 days or after 1 month. So but we are keeping this for every day, so that you should not have all the load of information all of a sudden. Okay, slowly you get all the information, because if you are getting all the things all together, you may get confused in that. Okay, so that is why we have kept it every day, so that you can make every day you can make a short notes of it and you can just keep it at some place, just because you just make sure that you revise it at a proper time, and just you don't have to just focus on all the load of information all of a sudden. Because if you are focusing everything all of a sudden, and if you are asking some PDF of whole document 15 days 20 days, even if you are reading that, even you are by hearting that, you are not learning anything. Okay, so that is why we have come up with this everyday session on the PIB. Okay, so may I know how many people are there in the session? May I know how many people are there in the session? They can just tell me in the chat box that you are there in the session. Okay, yeah, fine. So you can just simply say hi, hello, or something like that, wave off to me in the chat box, so that I know you are there, so that I can start off by asking you the questions on MCQs. Okay, so the first question is, Saras is a dash telescope: infrared waves telescope, gamma ray waves telescope, microwave telescope, or radio wave telescope. Saras is a dash telescope. What type of telescope it is? Saras. Saras is what type of telescope? Saras is what type of telescope? I know the answer. Saras is a dash telescope. Okay, Ravi is saying A. Anybody else who wanted to give an answer to this question? Saras is a dash telescope. Infrared, gamma, microwave, or radio wave. Saras is a dash telescope. Okay, so the answer for this question is B. Saras is a radio wave telescope. Saras is a radio wave telescope. Okay, so right now this Saras radio telescope is providing the astronomer with a very important clues regarding the universe, first stars and galaxies. So when the universe started forming, so at that time various type of rays have been released, okay, from the stars and galaxies. So the Saras radio telescope is going to provide some of the very important information regarding the nature of the universe at that time. As you all know that whenever any star form, any galaxy form, or anything is formed, like as you all know that there was a situation of Big Bang. Okay, Big Bang has, sorry, Big Bang has happened. Okay, right, and all of a sudden everything starts spreading. So that was known as the era of dawn cosmic dawn, and the starting of the universe, right? So at that time, what type of galaxies were there, what type of stars were there? Okay, so these can be only find out by analyzing the radio waves. Okay, radio waves. Okay, you can just find out that what are the type of radio waves that are coming from the distant galaxies, what are the type of radio waves that is coming from the stars, black holes, or everything. Okay, as you all know that humans are very curious about finding out all these things, but by the time it reaches towards earth, by the time it reaches toward earth, the signal gets weak, the signal gets weak. Okay, early stars and galaxies, their signals becomes weak, and we have to capture these faint signals, we have to capture these faint signals, and we have to amplify that. Okay, we have to amplify that. Okay, so SARAS stands for shaped antenna measurement of the background radio spectrum 3, SARAS telescope. Okay, so this has been indigenously built at Raman Research Institute, indigenously built. Okay, so they are checking the energy output that is coming from the universe, luminosity, brightness, okay, and masses of the first generation galaxies. These are all they are finding out by analyzing the radio wavelength, by analyzing the radio wavelength. Okay, so as you all know that the radio waves are being emitted in the frequency of 1420 megahertz. 1420 megahertz, these are a very lengthy, these are the very lengthy wavelengths are there which can be captured. Okay, but by the time it travels across the space and time to the earth, this frequency radio wave band has changed to 50 to 200 megahertz, which is utilized by FM or TV transmission. Okay, right? So what are these radio waves and what are these radio telescopes? So whenever we are talking of the radio waves, they have a longest wavelength, they have the longest wavelength. Whenever we are talking about, they may size from the football field to the size of the earth. Okay, these kind of radio wave signals are there. Okay, so they collect the weak signals, they collect the weak radio lights, and they focus, they amplify it, and they available it to make it analysis. Okay, first of all, they collect these weak signals of the radio waves, they amplify it, and they give it to the scientists for the reading. So these are used to understand the stars, galaxy, black holes, and other astronomical objects. Okay, so these SARAS radio telescopes are not present at a single place. They are present at various places of our country in order to capture these radio waves. Okay, now question number two. Dash is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Dash is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. INS Vikrant, INS Virat, INS Vaibhav, or INS Vikramaditya. Dash is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Dash is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Dash is India's first indigenous aircraft carrier. Ravi Singh A. Okay. Anybody else who have to give answer to this question? They can also give an answer to that question. Anybody else who wanted to give answer to that question? Anybody else who wanted to give answer to that question? Okay. So I think let's see the answer of this question. The answer of this question is INS Vikrant. INS Vikrant. Because today we have to talk a lot about the aircraft carrier, and we have to talk about what is happening over here. Now, question number 3. India and France participate in the bilateral air exercise Dash, Yuddh Abhyas, Nomadic Elephant, Vajra Prahar, or Garuda. India and France participate in the bilateral air exercise Yuddh Abhyas, Nomadic Elephant, Vajra Prahar, and Garuda. India and France participate in a bilateral air exercise. Which one? Yuddh Abhyas, Nomadic Elephant, Vajra Prahar, or Garuda? May I know the answer of this question? India and France participate in bilateral air exercise. What is the name of that? Ravi is saying C, that is Vajra Prahar. Okay, anything else? PK is saying Garuda. Okay, anybody else who have different answers or that, or you wanted to go with the same options or what? Anybody else who wanted to answer this question, please answer it. Participate in the session, because if you are participating, that means you are learning something. Okay, India and France participate in bilateral air exercise. What is the name of that bilateral exercise? Okay, fine. So the answer of this question is D, Garuda. Okay, India and France participate in the bilateral air exercise. As the name air suggests, because sometimes you have to do elimination of the options also. Okay, sometimes you have to do elimination of the options also. So please by heart this answer. Now, question number 4. Indian Ocean Commission IOC has a secretariat in Maldives, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, or South Africa. Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat in Maldives, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, or South Africa. At which place Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat? Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat at which place? Ravi is saying A, that is Maldives. Okay. Anybody else who wanted to answer this question? Anybody else who wanted to answer this question? Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat at which place? Maldives, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, or South Africa? Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat in at which place? Maldives, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, or South Africa? Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat at which place? Okay, so the answer of this question is C, Mauritius. Indian Ocean Commission has a secretariat in Mauritius. Okay, so why we are talking about so much is that because just now there is a visit of French Minister of Armed Force on board INS Vikrant. Okay, just now the French Minister has came to India and they visited the INS Vikrant, which is the indigenously built India's aircraft carrier, which is having around more than 75% of the indigenous content that has from that has been built. Okay, so there is a discussion that has happened between the area of mutual interest in the maritime challenge in the Indian Ocean region between the French minister and the Indian counterpart. Okay, and by visiting this INS Vikrant, the French minister have acknowledged that there is a very good amount of potential that India is having to achieve the self-reliance in the various areas, and they both have talked regarding the bilateral relationship between both the countries. So what is this INS Vikrant? It is a first indigenously built aircraft carrier that is called INS Indian Naval Ship Vikrant. Okay, so this is a 262-meter long carrier, 62-meter wide, and this has cost around 19,500 crore or $2.5 billion, and that has a displacement of over 40,000 tons. Okay, so the indigenous content is around 76% in the aircraft carrier, and that has been built in the government Kochi Shipyard Limited. And there are various important technologies are there which have been imported, that is called as critical technologies. They were all imported. Okay, right? So this INS Vikrant will be taking care of, will be keeping warship. They will be helping the tankers, submarines, and they will be having a own battle group. Okay, and they will be having providing all the flexibility of operation against the shore-based targets, because INS Vikrant is a very important. It can be taken at various places for the uh, combat operation, because it is like around various type of aircrafts can be docked over there, and along with the submarines and attack ships, it provides a tremendous flexibility in the shore-based targeted air defense and anti-submarine and anti-ships roles. Okay, so Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh and our French Minister Sebastien Lecornu, they have participated in the fourth India-France Annual Defense Dialogue, and they have also reviewed their ongoing military to military cooperation, because the main task as they have visited at the shore time, so they wanted to strengthen the maritime relationship, because we have a huge scopes at various other places for your bilateral exercise. And we all know that India recently India and France have done a bilateral exercise that is called Garuda. Okay, and the French minister have also said that there is a very key P partnership can be done for co-production. Co-production means India and France can do the co-production under the various schemes of various type of defense exercises, defense equipments, and various other things under the Make in India campaign. Okay, so there is a good amount of commitment that we have to show regarding a bilateral, regional, and multilateral fora. And right now, very important thing is that France is the current chair of IOC, that is Indian Ocean Commission, and second Indian Ocean Naval Symposium IONS. Okay, and that is why the Indian Ocean region becomes more and more lively because of this whole concept. Okay, and France is also celebrating the strategic partnership, most trusted strategic partnership of 25 years, celebrating 25 years of strategic partnership this year at 2020, next year that is 2023. Okay, so what is this IOC? We have discussed right here. IOC, this is IOC, that is IONS, so we have to discuss both of them. So IOC is also called as COI. Okay, it is a intergovernmental body in Africa, and they are only composed of island nations. Okay, so who are there in this IOC? They are Africa and Western Indian Ocean islands are there. So this IOC is formed in 1982, and they have a headquarters secretariat at Mauritius that we have just now done an MCQ on that. Okay, what is the purpose of this whole objective of this IOC is that we wanted to foster the friendly relationship among the member countries of the Indian Ocean Fora and the island nation of the Indian Ocean, and we wanted to make sure the solidarity among the population of the entire island country of the African Indian Ocean. Okay, we have to discuss regarding the area of sustainable management, natural resource conservation, ecosystem preservation, maritime security, entrepreneurship activities, public health purpose, then cultural promotion, and renewable energy adoption. Okay, these all things we have to do for under the Indian Ocean Commission. So Indian Ocean Commission have a 5 member countries. 5 members are there: Comoros, Madagascar, Mauritius, Reunion Island, and Seychelles. So these are the member of the Indian Ocean Commission, and we have 7 observers: India, China, Japan, European Union, Sovereign Order of Malta, International Organization for La Francophonie, and United Nations. And India just became an observer in 2020. Okay, so mainly 5 member countries are there who are being part of Indian Ocean region of the island nation. Okay, then what is this Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, IONS? What is this Indian Ocean Naval Symposium? It is a biennial exercise. Biennial means happening every 2 years. Happening every 2 years, and it has been, this concept has been conceived by Indian Navy in 2008. Okay, it is just voluntary. This whole organization is voluntary, and we wanted to bring the navies of Indian Ocean region, littoral state, those who are in the littoral part of the Indian Ocean, border area of the Indian Ocean, for maritime cooperation and regional security, and mainly they will be focusing on the response towards the humanitarian assistance and natural disaster. So there are total 24 members are there in the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, and they also touch within the Indian Ocean region, and 8 observer states are there. Okay, so why this Indian Ocean Naval Symposium is important for India? Because India's threefold ambitions fits into that. Okay, India's threefold ambitions. First of all, we wanted to strengthen our relationship with the littoral states, right? Strengthening, deepening the relationship. Then we have to provide the net security provided in that area, because lot of ships are going on, trade is going on in that area, right? So piracy and all the things, we have to take care of it, right? And India has a vision of rule based maritime order in the Indian Ocean region. So there that proper rule, no country should rule that singly. Okay, it should be in a democratic way, rule based stable maritime cooperation. Okay, for this also France assumed the chairmanship in 2021 for 2 years till 2023. Okay, now the Shilp Guru and National Award conferred to the Masters Craftsmen. Recently, the Shilpa Guru and National Award has been given for 3 years, 2017, 18, and 19. So 50 Shilpa Guru Award and 79 National Award have been given for to master craftsmen. Out of that, 36 of them are women. So the main task, the main objective of this is that we wanted to recognize the craftsmanship of the people. Okay, and that is why we wanted to recognize, we wanted to promote these craftsmanship in all these area. So that is why this Shilpa Guru Award has been given. So for the role that has been played by in the field of craftsmanship, highly recognized craftsmanship, and that is why this whole concept of National Award and Shilp Guru National Award has been given. And the National Award has been given under the category. There are various categories. So this National Award has been given since 1965 in the field of various other like pottery, then kalamkari, then ties and ties, then we have a print, dust paintings are there, everything is there. So these are the places where National Award are being given under all these field, Shilp Guru and National Award. Nothing much to discuss over here. Now this is important. Question number 5. Harimo Shakti 2022 is a joint military exercise between India and Maldives, Indonesia, Mauritius, or Malaysia. Harimo Shakti 2022 is a joint military exercise between India and what? Maldives, Indonesia, Mauritius, or Malaysia. Harimo Shakti 2022 is a joint military exercise between India and Dash. Ravi saying B, that is Malaysia. Okay. Anybody else who have different answer than this? Anybody else who have a different answer or they wanted to give any other answer? Okay. So the answer of this question is Malaysia. Okay. So just now India and Malaysia have recently concluded the military exercise that is called Harimo Shakti. It has been conducted at Pulang, Malaysia. Pulang, Malaysia. So as you all know that these type of bilateral exercise is being conducted in order to gain the confidence between the both the militaries, because as you all know that Indian Ocean region and various other region are disaster prone. Okay, and there are a lot of terrorism activities and disaster related to earthquakes, cyclones, volcanoes are there. So that is why these type of bilateral exercise are very important in order to have a coordination between them. So this exercise is being conducted since 2012, and combat operations are there between Indian Navy and Royal Malaya Regiment of the Malaysian Army is there. So the main task is that we wanted to have enhance the interoperability in the planning and execution. Okay, and we wanted to involve in the command planning exercise, battle level training exercise in the jungle terrain, because in the Malaysia, India, lots of jungles are there. They wanted to do the jungle terrain, like how they are going to focus on the jungle terrain. If any fight is going on in that at the jungle terrain or a mountain terrain, so how they are going to get used to it. So this exercise included like command post, joint surveillance together, then a proper technical demonstration how they wanted to do like what type of technicalities are utilized in all these purposes, then how we are going to manage the casualty if it happens, because there are a lot of other exercises are going on which provided various type of casualty management exercises are there, because sometimes anything can happen, so you have to maintain that, you have to uh, manage the casualty what is going on. Then joint combat operations they are doing over there. The day-to-day exercise are going on, properly running the tactical skills between both the armies, which is good for one army, they are teaching to the other army. So these are the tactical skills that are going on. So why this exercise is conducted? To level out to enhance the level of cooperation and to enhance the confidence in both the armies for boosting the further relationship of the two nations. Okay, yeah, thank you, Shreyans. Now rehab project is being launched by MSME Ministry, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Shreya is saying C, that is Ministry of Jal Shakti. Shreya, we are doing these PIB session. These are PIB session, okay? So in the PIB session, whatever the things are there, whatever is current affair that is going on from the government side, that we are covering. Okay, and you can just check on the Oliveboard website that there are other teachers who are also covering various type of current affair related to ARD, related to the current affair, related to your ESI and everything. Okay, this is especially PIB series. This is especially PIB series. Okay, Shreya is saying C, Ravi Shankar is saying C. Rehab project is being launched by. Rehab project is being launched by MSME Ministry. MSME Ministry. So now question number 7. You will come to know what is I'm talking about right now. Rehab project. Sweet revolution is related to sugar production, honey production, sugarcane production, sweet corn production. Sweet revolution is related to what? Sugar production, honey production, sugarcane production, or sweet corn production. Sweet revolution is related to what? Sweet, Ravi saying D, that is sweet corn production. Okay. Sweet revolution is related to what? Sweet revolution is related to what? Answer of this question is B. Honey production. Honey production. Okay. Now comes to know that KVIC Khadi Village Industrial Commission chairman have just now inaugurated the ambitious rehab project in Nainital. Okay. So who is the KVIC chairman? Manoj Kumar. Okay. Just now they have launched the ambitious rehab project. What is the full form of rehab? Rehab means reducing human attack using honeybee. Reducing the human attack using honeybee. So now who is attacking the human being? Who is attacking the human being? It is elephants. Okay, it is elephants. Because in the southern states and around 7 states are there. 7 states are there, namely Karnataka, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Assam, Odisha. Their attacks of elephants are most common. Attacks of elephants are most common. So that is why KVIC, which is working under Ministry of MSME, they are providing the B boxes. They are providing the B boxes that has to be installed in the area from where elephant comes. They have to install at a places from where the elephant comes towards the human settlement or agriculture field. Okay, if you are putting like here, elephant is there, here your agriculture field is there. Okay, agriculture field. So here we put the B boxes. B boxes. So whenever elephant comes from here, they get the B boxes, and because of the bees, the elephant do not comes. Okay. So from elephant that is moving towards the human settlement, we provide the fencing of the bee boxes on the route of the movement, so order to block the path of the wild elephants. Okay, so by utilizing the honeybees, we are preventing the attack of the elephants towards the humans and the human settlements and the crops. Okay, so there is a call for sweet revolution by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Why? They wanted to do a self-employment, so bee boxes are being provided. They will add to the employment generation. They will increase the income of the farmer. At the same time, self-employment will be generated. Okay, so under sweet revolution, honey mission program is going on by the Khadi and Gramoday Vikas Yojana. So this has been launched throughout the country in 2018 and 19. Okay, so this is the rehab project. Now guys, this is all for today, I think. These are the important things that I have seen in the PIB in the last day. So we are running our RBI Grade B mentorship batch. 100 seats are there, and now yesterday we got a call that only very few, very few seats are left. If you are still worrying, if you are still finding out like whether I should join or not, please take the call very soon. Otherwise, if the seats are full, then it will be very difficult for us to give you any kind of seats. So if you wanted, if you are very serious about the RBI Grade B examination, then do join our courses, because you will get a dedicated mentor. You will getting a proper all the materials you will be getting, at the same time customized study plan as per your need you will be getting. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for joining the session. All the best, happy learning. And from 5th December, we are going to start government scheme lectures from 5th December. So from 5th December we will be going live on these government scheme lectures. So from every class we will be discussing some of the important government schemes. So please do join that session also, because government schemes are very important, and it is because most of the people get confused like what to study, what not to study. So here everybody will be explaining all these things to all of you. Okay. So if you have any question you can ask me, otherwise you'll just find out the session. Okay, so I think all things are good, and if you have any query, please just leave it a comment on the comment box when the session gets over. I'll be surely answer to that. Okay, so thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care and have a nice day.